What's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over 2 games being delisted from Steam. They are no longer available to buy. And pretty interesting, these games were both given away free pretty recently, so that probably wasn't a coincidence. We'll talk a little bit about that. Also, a very interesting game looks to be making its way over to PC, and beneath the surface, this is a very important game coming over to PC because it could open the door for another major franchise to come over to PC. We'll talk all about that, and also at the end of this video, I want to give you guys a heads up on the new Humble Monthly because it is pretty good. One of the better monthlies that has happened recently, so we'll talk about that at the end of this video. First up, you guys may have noticed that LEGO Lord of the Rings and LEGO The Hobbit are no longer buyable on Steam. Now, these games were just given away for free on Humble, and interestingly enough, Humble gave away both these games. They had 1 week where they gave out Lord of the Rings, and then they had 1 week where they gave out LEGO The Hobbit, and then after those 2 weeks ended, they had, I believe, another couple of days where both of the games were available for free. I haven't seen a publisher unload keys like that in quite a while. It's always unfortunate to see these games get delisted, but if you guys watch my videos, I uploaded videos when both of these games were available for free, so hopefully you did add them to your library, and then they're yours to keep forever, even though they've been removed from Steam. Because you have them in your library, you'll be able to download them, delete them, download them again as many times as you want. They're yours to keep forever, so do not worry about that. For those of you guys that no longer have those games in your library, at some point we could see these games come back to Steam. That's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities. We've seen games like Alan Wake be delisted from Steam, and then they've made a comeback to Steam once they've gotten their licensing issues worked out. However, a game like Alan Wake, I would say, is probably a bigger attraction than either of these LEGO games, so who knows if they are actually gonna work out the licensing issues. If not, of course, piracy is something that I am super against when games are buyable, but in this case of these games not being available to purchase unless you go with the physical copies, because I do believe there were physical copies of this game released, but at this point, if you're buying physical copies of this game, the publisher isn't seeing a dime of that anyway, so it's not a big deal. I would say go ahead and pirate these games in that case because there are no other ways to actually play the game. That's just my opinion. But again, they were offered to you guys absolutely free, so hopefully you did get a chance to add them to your library. Moving on from that, it looks like a very interesting game is making its way over to PC, and it was the very niche title that was released last generation, developed and published by Atlus. It's the game Catherine. Catherine was a super unique game, had this cool anime art style, had a very interesting story, and a great puzzle-oriented gameplay. And why this is so important, not only the fact of Catherine being a great quirky game, I'm very excited to check this game out on PC. However, even more importantly is that this is an Atlus game. I never thought that Atlus would actually be making the transition to PC gaming because for so long, Atlus has been steadfast against PC gaming. I don't know what the reasoning for that was, but since Atlus has been picked up by Sega, of course has been making major moves on PC, releasing Valkyria Chronicles, Vanquish, Bayonetta, Yakuza. They're making major moves on PC, so I thought at some point maybe we'll get Atlus games on PC, and Atlus games are awesome. The major franchise being that I want to see on PC is of course the Persona games. Catherine is a great starting point to see how their games would resonate on PC. Now the only issue is, it looks like this is the base Catherine game, which is super disappointing. They're actually releasing an upgraded version of this game in Catherine Full Body Edition, but it looks like PC is just getting the base edition for now, and it looks like they're releasing the base edition on PS4 and Xbox One as well, which makes no sense because we already have the announcement of the Full Body Edition. Think about how weird that is. Oh, we have this upgraded version of the game coming out later in 2019, but if you want to play the base version of the game, you can get that as well. Maybe they'll release Full Body as a separate DLC expansion after they release this version. I don't know, that just comes across really weird to me. Whatever the case may be, I'm really excited to check out Catherine on PC. I'll definitely be picking it up, if only for the reason of supporting this game on PC and showing Atlus that PC gamers do want more of their games on PC, because I think Persona 5, if it was released on PC, if it was a good port, it would do incredibly well from a commercial standpoint. We've seen Japanese RPGs just do very well from games like Valkyria Chronicles. It looks like Final Fantasy 15, even though it was questionable in terms of quality, sold pretty well. Dragon Quest 11 has seemingly done pretty well. I see no reason why a Persona 5 couldn't do pretty well. And now we do have these rumblings of a new Persona 5 version being released in Persona 5 R. It would be awesome if that game not only came to the PS4, but we got that version on PC as well. Atlus has a gigantic and quality-filled catalog of games, and I want to see all of those games make their way over to Steam. Hopefully that happens, and it looks to be starting with Catherine, which I will be checking out. And lastly, I do want to give you guys a notice that the new Humble Monthly has gone live right now. So the early unlocks for the month of February are Yakuza 0 and Tom Clancy's The Division, so those are pretty good early unlocks. I know a lot of you guys picked up Yakuza 0 with my recommendation during the Steam winter sale for $13 and change. Well, here with Humble Monthly, you're getting it for $12, you're getting The Division on top of that, and you're getting a bunch of other mystery titles on February 1st, the first Friday of February. Kind of a bummer that I did recommend Yakuza 0 to so many of you guys over the winter sale, and then it turned out to be a monthly title. I don't have a gigantic heads up on these games becoming monthly titles, so I recommended Yakuza 0 without the knowledge of the game becoming a monthly title. Had I known that, things might have played out a little bit differently, but this is still a great bundle. Tom Clancy's The Division, of course, it's timely to offer this game because we are coming up on the release of The Division 2. If it was just The Division as an early unlock, I probably wouldn't recommend this monthly, but because The Division is just more of a complimentary title to Yakuza 0, I would say that this is a very good Humble Monthly, and I would give it a look. On top of that, we did get the rest of the unlocks for the month of January, and that included Cube 2, Observer, which is a really cool cyberpunk thriller. We also got Sundered on top of Wizards of Legends, Just Cause 3, Project Cars 2, and then Regions of Ruins was a brand new 2D pixel side-scrolling RPG. That looked pretty cool, and you had the Dark Side Detective. So again, all of those were a part of the January bundle, and for the February monthly, you're getting Yakuza 0 and Tom Clancy's The Division right off the bat. Link to that in the description box down below. If you do subscribe with my link, I get a little bit of a back end. But that's gonna conclude this video, guys. Again, LEGO Lord of the Rings and LEGO The Hobbit have been delisted from Steam. You can no longer buy the games. Hopefully you got them free for Humble. I recommend you guys to always check out the free game offerings, even if you don't have interest in them right now. Having games like this in your Steam library just add a ton of value to your Steam library, because now these games are no longer buyable. You're kind of in an exclusive category of owning these games. Also, it does look like Catherine is making its way over to PC. It got an ESRB rating, and also Sega has just been teasing a lot with a lot of their other games. So I would say it's a foregone conclusion that this one is coming to PC. And again, Humble Monthly for February, the early unlocks that you'll get right away, Yakuza 0 and Tom Clancy's The Division, a great deal on that. That's gonna conclude this video, guys. If you have a request for a future video, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.